Hello, beautiful mama. So today, you all, um, we are in the thick of fall. So fall started about a week or so ago, ish, 2 weeks. So this month, we're going to be talking about topics that are ranging from changing the season changing. So today, of course, is episode 60, and I am here to help you flow with that change and find ways to turn that change into a positive for you as well as your family. Because I know it's hard for us to sometimes just do things for ourselves, which is not what I'm trying to tell you to do. I'm telling you to take care of yourself so that you can do well for yourself and also for your family. But you have to be good first. If you're not good, your family can't really be good. So let's just get right into it. So today's title is Season Opportunity. You probably saw this um, on the screen before I officially started, and it's finding hidden paths in everyday life, because there are hidden paths in everyday life. You just have to be looking for them, and sometimes you don't even have to be looking for them. You just have to be open to seeing them when they do arrive. Okay, so today I broke down the problem and the opportunity, because normally I would say problem opportunity, but today I'm just going to break it down because I think this way it will kind of help us see it from both perspectives. So the problem for us is feeling overwhelmed and not seeing the opportunities for change around us. Because when the kids are hollering and screaming and they're not doing what we're asking them to do, or if everything around us seems like it's just going crazy, you wanted to do something, but you can't do it because you have to take care of other things. You're feeling overwhelmed, and it's hard for you to see those opportunities around you for you to actually move up to another level in your own life as well as support your family. So, what's the opportunity here? You asked. Hopefully, you did. So, the opportunity is embracing change for a better today and tomorrow, because we have to embrace it. Because honestly, if you fight against the change, what happens is it makes it worse for you. You start feeling worse. Like, for example, when a tide comes, you don't try to go against the current, you don't try to go against it, you have to flow with it. So, you have to find a way to flow with those things. And what I'm going to do is help you figure that out. So, here's the deal: small daily actions and routines. This is the biggest thing. So, a lot of people say, well, I don't like to have routines, but honestly, all of us have them, whether they are done on purpose or whether we just found our way into them unpurposely. So, we have to set small daily actions and routines because they can open up unexpected paths for growth. So, even if you are not the best on sticking to routines, one of the suggestions that I would use is from Atomic Habits. I have the book somewhere, but James Clear talks about habit stacking. So find something that you do and stack that habit onto something else. And it's funny because I have a free tool for you all for this month that's going to kind of use some of his things as well as other people who have created methods that will actually make our lives better as people and as moms. And I show you how to use them to get better as a mom. We'll talk about that later. So the solution today is SPOT. And it's very simple, just four little things that we have to do. With the S, all I need you to do is see the potential. Look for the potential. Be open to seeing the potential, and not just the potential, your potential in the situation, or the potential of what it can be. Because oftentimes we find ourselves of thinking of ways that it won't work. Instead of thinking of ways it won't work, think of how it can work first, okay? And then you can start counting the cost. One of the things that I started realizing is that yes, sometimes we count the cost of what it will cost for us to do those things, but we don't do sometimes. We don't count the cost of what it's going to cost us if we don't do it. So I want you to go forward, see the potential, and count the cost both ways. How much is it going to cost you to do it, but how much is it going to cost you not to do it? Okay. Think about that. So the next thing I want us to do with the P is simply pause to reflect. And here's where you can count the costs. Here's where you reflect. How is this going to affect me and my family? Is this going to affect us in a good way? Because first off, nothing is just going to be peaches and cream. Nothing is going to be perfect. So is this going to be 80-20 for me and my family? Is this going to be 80% good and 20% not so good? Think about it. Or is it going to be the opposite? So think about it. Pause, reflect on that and reflect on how you can make this happen and reflect on what you can learn, because I'm telling you, learning is for everyone at every age and every stage. And then with the I want you to be open to new ideas. Be open to learning again. Like, I'm learning all the time, and some people look at me funny. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you're not in school?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm learning." Because I believe you're always supposed to teach an old dog new tricks. And in dog years, I would have been extinct by now. But you should always teach an old dog new tricks. So you should always be learning, okay? So the next thing I want you to do is simply take action. So right here, yes, learn something new, but also go out there and do something with what you learned. Because if you're not doing anything, then what's happening is you are you just have brain knowledge and it's not wisdom. Wisdom is when you apply that knowledge and you can do it without having to look for it all the time. Okay, so back to today's freebie. You guys, I'm so excited. This one probably should be a paid one, but I'm giving it to you for free. I promise you, because I really want you guys to have the tools you need to actually make change. And this is going to come along with a 7-day email campaign that's going to help you walk through these, okay? So you don't have to do it all by yourself. I was even thinking about creating videos to help walk you through it as well. But here is the link to it. It's called, you just go to the unprofessionalmom.com/seasons of change. And this is a guide from moms to help us go through those seasons of change without being so flustered, because that's really where we are, okay? So I am going to share my screen so that you can see what I'm doing, if this will let me do it. It may not let me do it today. So what I will do instead is I will walk you guys through what we are doing. My computer is asking me for some information because I am over here. I have to quit and reopen it. So I'm not going to do it now because it won't let me. But what I'm going to do is, if this will get me back there. All right, so I am going to just kind of talk you through it. So, Seasons of Change is really simple. It has something for you to do every day for about a week. It is your guide to embracing new opportunities, because how in the world does change? How in the world can change help us if we don't embrace it? Okay, if we stay stuck, then we will be there. Where you are is where you will be. Who was that? Janet Jackson, Oprah? I don't know who said it, but where you are is where you will be. So we have a practical resource for personal growth, because you should always be growing. Also, career change. If you're thinking about changing your career, if you're tired of being stuck where you are, and you know it's not giving you what you need for your family, um, and this is going to help you embrace that so that you can go to the next level. And for each day, you're going to have something different that's going to help you think about things. You're going to have an affirmation, and these affirmations are based on quotes that well known people have said, people who have actually come out of the bottom and gone to the top. You'll have affirmations, and you will see the problem that a lot of us suffer from, and then you will see strategies help you get over that problem or struggle. And then I have prompts. I have things for you to write down, and you don't have to write down a lot. All it's going to take you, honestly, is about 5 to 10 minutes. And you can do this. You can habit stack this while eating your breakfast if you're not driving and eating, of course. Or if you have a moment at work where you're eating lunch and you can sit and eat lunch without any stress. So these things, I'm telling you, if you want change, get your hand on this freebie. This freebie has a lot of things in here for you that's going to help you get to the next level. So go to theunprofessionalmom.com/seasons of change, and you can get your hands on this new guide that I have just for you all. And in the meantime, I thank you all for being a part of what I do. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. And as always, the unprofessional mom, loves you to life. I'll see you next time.